Hi, this is Scott at Chief Architect. Our video tip today is how to watermark your images. All of the images that I typically show in my renderings always have my company watermark on them. That does a couple things for me. One, it helps me market my designs, and it protects my intellectual property when it has my watermark on it. It's a great way for you to share your designs with your customers, and then when they post it on their Facebook page, it's a great marketing tool for you, as well as being able to put it on your website. So I get the question all the time, well, how do you create the watermark? Let's go through the process and explore. The image that I have on the screen has my watermark on it. I like to use my company watermark as a transparent background. When you have your graphics person create your logo, if you like a transparent background, that's called a alpha transparency, typically saved as a PNG file. But if you don't have a transparent background and it's white or some other color, that's fine as well. My preference is to use transparent because then it's unobstructive when it's pasted over the top of your image. Now I'm going to show you two different ways of importing this. First is I'm going to use Photoshop. Photoshop's available on Mac and PC, and then I'm going to show you a free software photo editing tool called GIMP. So let's begin with Photoshop. Let me open it up. Inside Photoshop, I've opened up the photo, and I'm just going to click on my logo that's on my desktop, and I'm going to drag that into the image. And once it's in there, all I have to do is click on that to move it to the position that I want. And I'll just pull that down into the corner. Once I have it positioned, in Photoshop there's a freeform transform, so if you just click on that corner there and move it, it's going to freeform it. I use the Shift key and it will scale that image so it moves it in both directions scaled. Once you're happy with it, actually let me undo that. I let go of the Shift key before the mouse. Once you're happy with it, select the OK button in the menu to commit it, and now all you have to do is a save as. When you do a file save as, just a tip that I use in my folders, I'll typically have a folder first of all by the project name. In this case it's the Parabola Bath, and then underneath of there I'll have images, and then I'll put images watermarked. There are some cases when I want to have the original image without the watermarking on that, so I will actually save off two versions and I keep them in two different folders. So in Photoshop here, you just hit Save As, and again I'll just go up and put it into my watermark directory, and then I'll give it a name. And I typically always save my plans as PNG files, and I've already got one of these images, so I'll typically just put a watermark on the end of it, and I'm going to put a 1 after it since I already have a copy of that. And I'll save it, and that's all there is to it using Photoshop. Now the next component is using GIMP. I have GIMP open. That's spelled G-I-M-P. It's a free download for Mac and PC. It's very much similar process. I'm going to drag the logo onto the image that I want. I think the only tricky thing about this is when you go to move that image, you have to mouse over the exact center of it, and then you can position that where you want to have it in your design. And then again, once you have that set up, you actually want to use File Export. That way it allows you to get into the type of file image that you can export. Again, I like to use the PNG, and then you just give it a name, -WM, and then again put it into the appropriate folder that you want, and then you can export that out. And that's the process for watermarking your images. Again, the benefits in doing so is creating your marketing message that you can share with customers. They get excited about it, they post it on their Facebook page, and then they are able to do free marketing for you. And the other thing it does for you is it also builds your portfolio. You can put it on your website and can help you with intellectual property protection. Well, I hope you found that tip helpful. If you'd like to download a free trial version of Chief Architect, just go to chiefarchitect.com and you can download a free trial. Thanks for listening.